Hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. We're gonna be going, sorry, I had a malfunction, Hi everybody, we're gonna be on in just a second. Please let me know how everything sounds. Am I quiet? Am I too loud? Am I clipping? Is it, being all weird? Let me know. How's the music in the background? By the way, for the music today, we are currently listening to a friend of mine that goes by Finn Dunham. You can find links to his stuff in the description down below. We're gonna listen to his music for the first part of this stream, and then we're gonna move on to video game music when we run out. But today we are making some Valentine's Day creations. I'm gonna need your guys' suggestions and thoughts in the chat. I'm kind of going off of the cuff today. Just excited to hang out with y'all and crochet together. But we'll be going in just a moment. While we're going, by the way, please like this video down below. Subscribe to the channel. If this video gets 100, let's just go over 100 likes. Yeah, hi Jimbo. You want to say hi? Okay, Jimbo wants to say hi real quick. But if this video gets over 100 likes, we will do a giveaway next live stream. Now let's just quickly switch over to say hi to Jimbo. Yeah, hold on, buddy. Oh, say hi. Yes, say hi. Say hi. Okay. Jimbo says hi. He wants some time being pet before we get going. But we'll be live in just a few minutes. I just need to grab some yarn and something to draw with because we're going to make up what we're making today, aren't we, buddy? Yeah, we're going to just figure it out together. How exciting. Are you excited? Your whiskers are getting in my nose. Okay. Bye. See you in a second. Oh, my voice is on the whole time. By the way, while we are setting up here, we are on portrait mode and landscape mode again today. So if you're watching it via portrait mode, I suggest you switch over to landscape mode. It's a little bit better of a viewing experience. But unfortunately, YouTube doesn't agree and pushes out the algorithm pushes us out in the portrait mode more. So we have it going both ways. Also, I figured, options are nice for people. But we're going to be probably doing all the votes and stuff in the landscape or horizontal version of the video. Yeah. Say yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Alright, let's figure out what we're gonna make together. Switch it ahead. Here we go. Hi, everybody. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. Hello, 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 hello. What are we doing today? I don't know. Let's figure it out together. Happy almost Valentine's Day to those people out there that celebrate a Valentine's. Today we're going to be crocheting some Valentine's Day things. I just thought, let's make some gifts for some loved ones. Let's use this as an opportunity for anybody to join and crochet along with us and just have some kind of fun together. And like that way we can crochet what we want to, and I'll keep it a little loose today, basically. I do have some suggestions from our last live stream. We'll get to that in just a moment. Let's start, though, by talking about some new things on the stream here. What you need if you want to crochet along with me. And then we'll figure it out together. Terrible microphone. Sounding weird. Thank you for the heads up. 1 second. The mic is killing me. Okay, 1 sec. Okay. How is the microphone now? You know what? It might be that on the main one. Here, we'll switch back to the main. It might be that I have two voices? No. How does the audio sound now? Oh, I hope it doesn't sound too weird. Here, I'm going to turn off the audio for a second and listen to it. Did the audio sound like this before I switched over? Okay, I switched the input. Did the audio sound like this before I switched? I switched the input. Okay, I think maybe I fixed it. Let me know. Does this sound better? I'm so sorry about all this, by the way. Obviously, I thought I fixed this, but I don't know what I did. I did not fix it. Okay, I'm switching to the other one just to test out the audio on this side and see what the difference is. I don't know why when I switch over to the other cam, the audio would change so drastically. But let's find out. It's still a little crackly over here, but it's not that bad. Let's find out. It's just, yeah, just a little bit scratchy, but it's not that bad. Why the heck would it change so drastically in the other camera? Let's, oh, don't you just love technical difficulties? I love them. Okay, another test with the audio here. I think I'm gonna unplug it and replug it in now because I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work. Okay, unplugged, replugged in. Is this gonna work? I think it might be a software problem, not the hardware. Like, not the microphone itself, but the way it's plugged in or something, or that I have too much stuff going on. Oh, I hope this isn't too crackly. Sorry! Alright, testing out the microphone with my camera off. Let's see if that changes anything. I don't know why it would. Okay, Okay, now let's test it out with the music off. Maybe the music was the problem. Okay, let's. Nope, the music wasn't the problem. Ooh, I think that maybe Cooper was right. I turned off the community submissions. Let's test it now. Okay, community submissions. Let's fully turned off it. Okay, turned off community submissions. Are we crackly? Crackle, crackle? Was it really the community submissions? That sucks. Wait, hold on. I'm going to turn the community submissions back on. Let's see. Does that crackleify everything? Gosh, I hope it doesn't. That would really be a bummer because I was really excited about those. Yep, Cooper figured it out. It was the community submissions. Okay, I think it's all fixed up though. What a bummer though. That was something I was really excited about. So I'll have to fix that for next live stream. I'm so sorry about all that, guys. Let's reset. Ready? Here we go. We're gonna switch over to this. We're gonna say, oh, that was it. Oh no, bye, Pasta La Pizza. Thanks for watching. Ah. Oh look. Oh yeah. Wow. Okay, it's over. Just kidding. We're back. Okay. How does the audio sound now? Sorry about all the technological difficulties. I'm not the smartest fella. Maybe delete some tabs on your computer, says CB Locks. Maybe. That could be it. But our friendly neighborhood tech support is here to help. Appreciate you. Okay. No crackling. Sounds okay. All right, sorry about that. Oh my gosh, we've already like wasted 20 minutes trying to fix that. My bad. Let's super speed this introduction now. Ready? I actually think we might have gone through all of... No, we didn't. Let's super speed this introduction. Here we go. Hi, thanks for watching. We're making things today. Woo, 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 Valentine's Day. If you want the Valentine's Day crochet patterns, they're available on the website, clubcrochet.com/Valentine. Specifically, there's a link in the description. Today and this weekend, I figured, you know what? Men do not get enough flowers. 12% of men, or only 12% of men in their whole lifetime will get flowers. Isn't that sad? So sad. So I think you should fix that. And the way I think we should fix that is that I turned the flower patterns, the rose pattern on the website is completely free for this weekend. So that you can crochet your friends or loved ones a flower for Valentine's Day. I thought that would be really cute. Oh, we are still crackling? Are we really? Dang, dude, my computer is having a stonk. Hold on. We're just gonna switch music too, to close some tabs. Okay. So we're switching music, closing some tabs up, and this music's dope as heck. And we can close that tab, and hopefully that'll be enough. Am I certain it's not the microphone? Yeah, I mean, just based on the fact that when I turn things off, it works. I think it might be the plug for the microphone. I meant to get a new one, but I just haven't had the chance. Are we crickling? Are we crackling? Please let me know. You know what? I'm gonna test it real quick from my end. Alright, we're crackling way too much. I'm gonna try to do another mic fix. All right, I changed the plug for the microphone. Maybe this will help. I'm also going to turn off some things in my back. That didn't help at all. Let's change the microphone, I guess. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're trying a different microphone here. I'm gonna try it from my phone. Ah! I just moved everything. Does this work? Testing, testing! Does this work? Okay, looks like this works, and we're just gonna make that work. I don't know what the heck's wrong with my computer. We're gonna do a big fix about this later, and full reset. Ready? Full reset one more time. Last restart. We're not gonna restart the entire stream. I'm just gonna turn it off and on, and then later I'm gonna edit this part out. Here we go. Let's say we start from here. Bloop, bop, hey. Okay, we are on the way. Here we go. What do you say? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, we're working with a different microphone. That's gonna be fine. Hi. Thanks so much for joining. Sorry about the delay. Oh my god, how frustrating is that? Have a live stream technical difficulties that weren't a problem before the live stream started? Isn't that frustrating? Okay, whatever, we fixed it. And we're crocheting. We're back into it. Let's get hooking. Hi everybody. Sorry about all the technical difficulties. Today, we are crocheting really whatever we want to crochet. We're going to crochet something Valentine's themed, and you guys are going to help me decide that. I was kind of hoping that this intro would be quicker, but it wasn't, and I'm sorry. If you like what's going on here and you want to support this channel, there's a bunch of different ways to do so. Club Crochet membership, like this video. If this video gets 125 likes, or sorry, 100 likes, we're going to do a giveaway next live stream. You can check out our patterns right here at clubcrochet.com. Let's see what happens when I turn the community submissions on real quick. Testing that out. Does that come through? I don't know. If that does come through, though, let me know, because that would be really cool if we aren't getting crackly with that. So please let me know. If you want, you can submit stuff on the website, and it'll be on screen during today's live stream. That was at least the plan. And I hope it's not getting... I hope it's not crackleifying everything. It works. Someone says it works. Let's figure it out. All right, what are we making? Let's just get to it. If you want to crochet along with me, patterns are at clubcrochet.com. The rose pattern is totally free this weekend. And there's a bunch of Valentine's Day themed patterns on the site. Now, someone said we should make a cupid. And I don't hate that idea. I think that's totally valid. I want to draw that out, what that would look like. But I'm also open to other suggestions in the chat. So anybody have any ideas for what we should make for our loved ones for Valentine's Day? Let me know. I hope you're crocheting. If you are crocheting, let me know what you're making in the chat. While you're doing that, I'm just going to start to visualize what this would look like. I want a cute little cupid, right? So we want... Like, if I did the cupid. I don't know if this is going to be what we make, but let's just draw it. If we like the drawing, then that might be what we'll go to bike. So, I think the idea would be something with, like, a nice big old head like that. Of course, we need a diaper if we're going to make it a cupid. I think we could just do bobble stitches for legs. And the diaper would go up like that, I think, something like that. I think we would want to do like some kind of silly smile with maybe with a tongue out. That looks terrible, but whatever, you get what I'm doing. Eyes, maybe a nose, little ears, a cute little tuft of hair like that, 2 little arms, and then little wings. And we would do it as like a little mini Gurumi, and then maybe we can make it as a keychain. We'd probably want to give him a bow, like that, and then like a little quiver of heart arrows in his backpack. That's what I'm thinking we could do. I'm open to other suggestions though. Yes, I agree with you, Cooper. I'm afraid that a little tiny Cupid might look cursed. So let's find out if I can decursify this drawing. We're gonna try to make it as curseless as possible. But I'm also open to suggestions in the chat, of course. If anybody has any other ideas that you'd like to see me crochet, let me know. But I think it shouldn't be too hard to make this. I don't think so. Let's go ahead and just see what I can make while you guys give me ideas of other things to make. Yeah, I think that's a fun idea. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to do this. There you go. I'm kerfuzzled. I'm kerfuzzled. The trick is not to make it a person. Hey, that's actually a pretty good idea, Kaylin. Wait. I'm taking this back. Hold on. Kaylin's smart. Maybe we can make it more like a Muppet. Not like a Muppet, but like a critter or a creature or something silly like that. I think that's a fun idea. Well, okay, wait. You know what? I'm so wild right now. Let's start with the little weird Cupid that I drew, and then make a creature after that. A Cupid creature. Cupid critter. Ooh, I like the hearts that can hug and kiss too. We can do both of those things. That's actually a really cute idea with maybe like little magnets in him. That's really fun. All right, let me see what I can make with this Cupid though. And by the way, while I'm going here, oh, hold on, let's restart that. While I'm going to make this Cupid, I am not going to explain what I'm doing. Well, I might like kind of low-key explain it, but this isn't going to be a pattern, and there probably won't be a pattern for this little Cupid as well. Maybe there will if we really like it, and I can go back and like deconstruct it. But for now, because everything's going kind of wild today on today's stream, I think it's probably best for me to just kind of like ad-lib this. Focus. Thank you. I think it might be best for me to just kind of like ad-lib this for right now and make it up as we go, just to like make it easier and that we actually do finish something up today. A kitty Cupid sounds cute too. Actually, that does sound really cute. But let's see. I mean, so what I'm gonna try to do here, by the way, is I'm basically trying to like use our goblin pattern kind of as my base, just to like find the general locations of where the ears and nose and stuff will go, and how many stitches to work with. But I don't know. I'm just kind of like making this up. Do we want the ears on the same level as the nose like we do for the goblin? I mean, yeah, probably. Let's do it. And maybe because we do a nose and stuff, we don't need a mouth. That might be the case also. I don't know. This is fun though. I like the idea of just kind of like ad-libbing this. Yeah, I agree. I think the Amigurumi style could work here, Kaylin. So let's find out. We'll just do a little tiny nose like that. I like the idea of the nose being red, which is why I made the nose red. And then I'll throw another ear over here. Let's see. It would be very funny to have on your keychain or hide around the neighborhood or something like that. Or even just to give to a Valentine, of course. Okay, that's like, I'm getting where I'm drawing it there. Yeah, the eyes will go on either side there. I think we might be able to, this might actually work out for us. I don't know. I dunno. Do I remember what size hook I used for the Happy Sun that you made with chenille yarn? I do believe I know what size hook I used. Nicole, and thanks for asking. By the way, hi Nicole, how are you? I believe it was this hook. Hold on, I think I have it right here. I think it was this blue one. I'm pretty sure it's this one. And this is a size 8mm or L sized crochet hook. So I believe it was this one. It might have been slightly larger, which would be a 9mm size M crochet hook. Those are the two big crochet hooks I have. It could have been this one though as well. This is also an L. So I would say an L is probably a safe bet. Probably. But I don't know. I'm dropping things. Should we bring the head in for the body? You know what I mean? Should we make it them have like a little bit more of a neck so they're not as goblin-y? Ooh, okay, yeah, love that, Nutty Giraffe. You'd love a picture of what we're actually trying to make right now. Well, I will say right now, what we're making is completely improvised. I have no picture of what this is going to be because I don't know what it's going to be. But in the future, that is a great suggestion, and I will try to make that more of a thing. So I think we could come in on the body and then go back out so he has a little actual body? Or we can essentially make it a gnome. A naked gnome with a little... Actually, yeah, I think that'd be easier just to gnomify it. And do no mouth at all. Gnome mouth. I think this is going to make it a lot easier. Baby Octopus says CB looks. I like that idea too. Let's just, let's see. If I want to make a body part, like to go down into the neck, I would go down here and then out. And then we'd have to like sew on little arms. You know what? Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. That way it can be a little bit different than our gnomes. Oh, you would really like a pattern on the things you're making. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, you'd like a pattern for this. Okay, heard. Heard, chef. Well, I'll tell you what. If you just give me a moment, I can explain what I've done in the past few rounds here. We're gonna try decreasing it down though, like it is. To make it just a little, like they'll have a bit of a neck. See, so they'll come in, and then we'll go back out like that, and we'll even give it. Actually, I think this is gonna work. I don't know how, but I think it's gonna work. All right, so let's go next with eyes. We'll add our eyes on either side. We're not gonna do a mouth, just because honestly, I don't think it's gonna need one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think the difficult part is gonna be adding the wings, adding the bow. So I think the bow and the wings are what's gonna make this not actually not a legal Amigurumi pattern. You know? There's our little eyes though. Oh dude, thank you so much. I just realized that Tina super chatted. Ultra mega appreciate you, Tina. We'll add something in the background for you in just a second. Hey, sorry about the microphone again. I think it's time for me to get a new microphone. I think that might be the case here. I do have an alternative microphone that we can try using. I haven't used it in forever. but you know what? It might be that time for us. Hey, look at those. Look at those little eyeballs. That's pretty cute, right? So far, so good. The hair will add probably last. I might have even some cute little blonde hair that we can add to him. Oh, that's cute. Kaylin wants to meet. That's cute. If you could time travel, how would you utilize it? I would sleep all day, then go back to technically never sleep. I totally agree with that. But here's the thing. If you could time travel that way, do you age? Is there any repercussions here? Because if there's no repercussions, then yeah, I'm all for sleeping all day, going back and never technically sleeping. What was that? I think my phone is my phone dying? Hold on. Also, the music is killing the phone. I think we're gonna actually turn down the music too. There we go. And then we'll turn it up from our computer, maybe? I don't know. Let me see. No, the phone is fine. My phone is fine. He's kind of looking like Olimar from Pikmin. I can see that. Yeah, I totally see it, Olimar. Alright, back to it. Now, so here's... You know what? I have one somewhere. Hold on. I have a troll. A little itty-bitty troll that I crocheted. I don't know where he's at. Oh, here he is. Hold on. I have this little tiny troll that I designed like long time ago just to test stuff out. And I think we're basically replicating it. Yeah, we are. And then I put the arm there. 3. Oh, no. I do an increased round and then I do arm on that one. I think it worked out really well on that one, so let's just replicate that. I totally forgot until right now that I had done that. Like, made that little mini thing. Yeah, I think I'd also probably, I'd definitely become rich. I would definitely, like mess with the stock market or you know, find out the winning numbers for lottery and win. That would probably be where I start. This guy's looking stinking weird and cute. I like it, actually. Yes, Timothy! I do have a solution for you. Hold on. I absolutely do have a solution for you. The problem here is, before I tell you that, is I think we want to add the wings in this round and try to do it without sewing it together. Which would be one wing here. No, wait, one wing here, single, and then another wing there. Okay, so would be... Yeah, we're gonna work around white here. Okay, so there is a really easy solution for what you're asking about, Timothy, which is beginner crochet question. Is there a way to close off an amigurumi without making it bulge at the bottom? Oh, I love that you asked that question. Yes, there is a decrease method that I actually used to use almost almost the only way I was decreasing was this system, which is, I usually just call it the decrease. But a better name is probably like the slip stitch 2 together. It's basically, you go into the next stitch and pull a loop through as if you're starting in single crochet. Then you go into the next stitch. Oh, this wing needs to be one stitch over. Here, you know what? Actually, here you go, Timothy. I'll show you really close. Show you really close. Can you see the camera? Yeah. This is I call this the sharp decrease. It's also just called the decrease. You go into the next stitch here, and you yarn over and pull a loop through like you're doing just a regular single crochet. Then you go into the next stitch right here. So the next stitch over, pull a second loop through like that. Now you'll have 3 loops going spanning over 2 stitches. Now take that last loop and pull it through the 2 on the hook right there, and that will pull it in and create the decrease. That I call it the sharp decrease because it really pulls it in. It like closes the bottom really flat. It's extremely useful for exactly what you're. I have a pattern or a project that I do it with. Oh, here. No, that's actually a pretty bad example. One sec. I'm going into my like stash, my old stash of crochet down here. Here, we'll just look at like a really old. We'll just look at one of these really old pod people. This is Two-Face. Like I made this literally well over a decade ago now. You know, when I was making these pod people, this one looks really messy, I know. But when I was making these pod people, I needed them to sit flat. You know, I needed them to sit flat. So I used that decrease on the bottom there. You can't really even tell, but I will say this method of decreasing that I just showed you is probably the messiest of the decreases. It will be the most obvious as you're crocheting it. So I do not suggest you use it like in places where you don't want people to see that there's a decrease, which is why I suggest it only on the bottom of your crochet, because you know you're never gonna see it on the bottom. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Let me know, Timothy, if you need any other advice there, or I need to, you know, give you a little bit more explanation. Totally fine. Just let me know. All right. So after this stitch, that's where I want to try doing a wing. Now the wing, I think we're gonna chain it out to start. And this round we're also gonna do arms, so I gotta be careful. You know, but this should be the top of our wing. So I think if I go like, and it's gonna get pulled over a little bit too in the back. So I think if I go like 1, 2, so I chained 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's chain 5 right now. And I'm gonna skip 2 chains over right here and do a slip stitch. We'll just try it this way. Like that. And then I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3. And we'll slip stitch into the next one. Like that. Yeah, that looks kind of like a wing, right? Does it? Let's see. Let's do 2 chains for this next one, and then we'll slip stitch into the back loop here. Like that. That kind of, yeah, actually that does kind of look like a wing. All right, cool. We'll just go with that for right now. And we're gonna do another one right here so that they're each basically right next to each other. Right? So this should kind of like stick in the back pretty good. And we'll try another one right here. Oh, okay, Kaylin, I love it. That is gonna be 2 hearts then. I don't even know if I have hearts. Hold on. I give them away so often. One sec. Nice. Oh, that's my heart. Fairy. Okay, I can't find a second heart, but I did find some cute stuff for us. Here we go. So this one is for, oops, hold on. There we go. All right, this one is for Tina. Tina, here's a little tiny fairy for you to say thank you. Thank you for the donation. I super appreciate it, Tina. This little fairy is going to go in the background right there. Like that. And then for Miss Kaylin, thank you so much. Here's a little heart. He's got a little band-aid on it. We made this during our camp crochet in October. And so we'll add this to the background for you, Kaylin. Thank you so much for the support, you guys. And thank you so much for the patience. I know this has been a kind of weird live stream. But it's been fun, right? I like it. I like what we're doing. Okay, so let's see. What did I do for this again? I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. That's what I did. So that was 1, 2, 3, 5, and then I skipped 2. And then slip. Like that. And then I chained 3. And I skipped. Or then I went to the next one and slip stitched. And then I changed 2. And slip stitched into the last one right here. Okay. This guy's gonna look so freaking wonky at the end, but that's alright. And then we'll just single in the next one right here. And hopefully these white stitches don't get too in the way in our next round. But you know, we're gonna figure this out. We're figuring this out together. Alright. We're gonna need that white yarn again in a little bit for the diaper. The diaper. Diaper? I hardly even know her. That's dumb. Alright. Whoa, dude, Kaylin, did you send money on both? Kaylin, did you send money on both live streams at the same time? Or does that just happen to, like, populate both of them? Alright, so this is going to be one of our little arms that we will add a little bow to later. That's what I thought! Okay, hold on. No. We'll add another little guy for you. Here. I don't have much around me right now as far as minis go. But here's a little gift. This is a gift for you. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think in here... Oh, let's see. If I can open this really softly. We're going to have to be careful with this opening, though, because I want to put it back together. But I'm pretty sure in here is... It's a little star. You're a star. You're a Johnson's kid. Thanks, Kaylin. I P-shape ya. And we're gonna hopefully get this back together, and no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. How would anybody know? There. Probably should make a new little strap for it, but that's alright. We'll put it in the background for right now. I'll fix it later. Spreading the love to both chats. You rock, Kaylin. Alright, last arm is gonna be right here for this round. And then I think in the next round we want to start making the undies. Yeah, I think we need to do half color changes in this next round. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll finish this stitch up with white. Let's do it again. All right. Boom. All right. This, we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2 like that, and then we'll switch over to white there. And then this round I'm gonna just do single crochets with the half color change. Okay, and then you know what? I think we can kind of explain this out loud to anybody that wants to make this as I do this round of single crochets. And that way later on I can write this pattern down as well. Maybe make it just a quick little amigurumi design. Just in case someone else wants to make it. So let's start with the start. It's 8 single crochets into a magic loop for round 1. For round 2, it's single crochet 3 and then increase 1, but in between that increase is going to be making an ear. An ear is just chain 2 and then single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So for round 2, it's single crochet 3, and then in the same stitch, single crochet 1, make an ear, and then single crochet 1, both in the same stitch, so it makes an increase. And then after that, you single crochet 1, and then you make the bump into the nose right here in red. So it's 1 single crochet after that ear, then the bump for the nose, then another single crochet, and then another ear with in between an increase. Again, I will write this down later if Cooper doesn't beat me to it. So that's round 2. Round 3 is just single crochets into every stitch around, working around the ears and into the nose so that everything stays on the outside. Round 4 is going to be 3 single crochets and then an invisible decrease repeated twice to bring our stitch count down a little bit. All right, we're working now on the legs, by the way. So that was round 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so round 5 is gonna be increasing it back up. So it was 3 single crochets and then an increase repeated twice. So that you end up back up at 10 stitches around. Then the round after that, hold on, I'm onto our legs here. So you can kind of see what we're doing there. He's looking weird. He's looking really weird. But I kind of love it. I think it's going to be really funny with the hair, and then it'll be really funny with the little bow and stuff. What's DKK? Oh, that's, I think that's Dutch. Or not Dutch, money from Denmark. Yeah, I think that's a Denmark dollars. Okay, where was I? Who am I? Where am I? Huh? Hold on. So 1 leg there, then 2, and then 1 leg. Got it. Okay. All right, so we did our round of increasing there, which was round like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is done. Okay, so round 6. Round 6, I did the wings. So I started by doing 2 single crochets normal, and then I made that wing. Again, that wing was chain 5, skip 2, slip stitch 1, chain 3, slip stitch 1 into the next stitch, and then chain 2 and slip stitch 1 into the last chain. That was a wing. So we did a single crochet 2, then we did the wing, single crochet 1, then we did another wing, and then we did single crochet 2 after that second wing. And then we did an arm, which is a bump. So then a bump, then single crochet 3, and then another bump. And that's the end of, what was that, round 6? Okay, 1 second. This guy's looking freaking crazy. I kind of wish that I didn't make that neck thing and I just made him a little fatso. But whatever. We did what we did. Okay, that was round 6. Round 7 was just single, was half color changes. It was half white, half jute or skin tone, and single crochet in each stitch around, making sure to work around the wings as I went. Sorry, wait, hold on a second. This stitch is a leg. Okay, got it. All right, then that was round what, 7? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so round 8 is the one that we're currently on right now. It's mostly white stitches, almost all white. So basically all white stitches, except for the legs, and it's going to be single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a bump in beige for a leg, and then single crochet 2, and then another bump in beige for a leg. And that's going to be the end of the round, and we're caught back up to where we're at today. Wow. All right. For this last round, I'm doing 1 single crochet into the first stitch, and then I'm going to do an invisible decrease into the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Like that. And then a single crochet 1. Then we're going to stop early. This guy looks crazy. We're going to stop early, cut the yarn to sew it closed, and pull it all the way through. And now we're going to fix it. We're going to do our best to fix it, add some details, maybe kind of like mess with the face a little bit, just to make it a little cleaner. I think it's a little baby, and add some hair. There's our wings. I'm going to have to tweak those into the right positions. Listen, it's not perfect, but I'm improvising, you know? All right, let's stuff it a little bit. Where's my stuffing? There it is. Oh, Tina, thank you again. Oh my gosh, Tina supported again. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's add, here's a little flower for you, Tina, to say thanks for the double support. Look at that, we've got a collection going on back there. Dobby? Yeah, it is giving big Dobby vibes, for sure. You crocheted some gloves? That's cool. That's in the portrait chat. That's kind of cool. I haven't made gloves in forever. That was one of the first things I made, though, was gloves. All right, so now I want to sew this closed, and then we'll add some hair at the top, and then we'll do, probably just do a bow. Just one bow is fine. All right, so to sew it closed, I'm going into the front loops of each of the stitches around. In one, out the other. All these stitches. Okay, and then I have a pretty good idea for the bow, or at least for the arrow. But before I do that, okay, let's pull that closed, go into the inside and out the back, somewhere like basically right above where the wings are. That's fine. Nice. Okay. Let's cut the yarn. And then let's use a little bit of this yellow yarn to create some hair. We don't need to get too crazy with this though. Here's how I'm gonna do this part. I'm actually gonna create 2 knots in the hair. So one, or sorry, in the yarn. This, 2, to create this big knot. See, so now we got this big knot right there. And then what I'm gonna do cupids have halos? I don't think they do. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna thread both of these ends here on our needle. Like it is. And then I'll go in through the back, right here, and then out through the top of the head. This, and then we want to pull it in enough so that knot gets pulled in, which it just did, but it can't come out the top. Perfect. And then we're going to cut these yarns in 2 different lengths, like that, and then we'll twist them together, push them down, and there's our cute little hair. This looks psychotic. We're gonna come back and finish up the bow. We're gonna give him a little bow in a second. before I do that, I gotta do a bathroom break. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Be right back. Sorry about that. Jimbo had questions about nuclear fission, and it was like a whole conversation, so it took me a second. But we solved his issues. Now he understands how nuclear fusion and nuclear fission are different. And I'm proud of him for figuring that out. Okay, so we are going to be continuing on this little guy now. Let's go ahead and give him a little bow. Now, I kind of think we should do the bow in like that. This is banjo. Okay. More technical difficulties are always fun in a technical difficulty live stream. This live stream is just technical difficulties gone amok, and I'm so sorry about it all. I do it the best that I can. I swear I am. All right. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I can see the chat saying stuff about it, so I appreciate you guys. I think that there's just like too much going on my computer right now, and it's having a stonk. It's like, stop! I don't understand why you need me to do things for you. I thought I was on break today, it says my computer. Okay. Alright, so we got this weird looking cupid, which honestly it's not bad, but it's just weird looking. And I had a thought. I was telling Jimbo about nuclear fission versus nuclear fusion. The first thing is that we need to give this guy a little bow. But then the other thing I was thinking was, Kaylin said we should do a hearts that can kiss and hug. And I think that's a really fun idea. So I think we should do that. But I think we should make them little cupids too. And I think that this guy would have looked better if we didn't give him his little neck. I think the neck is what's making him look so weird and creepy. But I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I'm open to thoughts there. He is looking weird though, I think. Let's give him. I think it also just might be just too small. You know, like we're working with such small stitches that it's really hard to get the right amount of detail and stuff in it. And I don't have brown yarn now. Everything's coming up Millhouse. One sec. New ball of brown yarn coming out. Oh, just for a little tiny bow. Isn't that funny? Ain't that just the way? Let's make a pipe cleaner bow. I like pipe cleaner bows a lot. Pipe cleaner bows are really easy actually too. All you need to do, first we're gonna cut this pipe cleaner in half. Like it ate. And then I'm gonna make a little, I usually like to make kind of like a little, what's this, like a T? You know? Like that? Is this too big? It's a big bow. Actually, that could be really funny because he is so tiny. Maybe we do make the bow really big. That's kind of funny. Let's do it. Alright, so you make a little T like this. And then what you do is first we will wind these two ends together just a little bit, like a couple times. And then we're going to take our needle here, go into the end of the pipe cleaner and make a little loop. And then start twisting that down. Like this. I was thinking, what about hearts that are like magnetic? And then that way they can kiss and hug. It would be a lot easier too. I don't know if I could do a little tiny rose like that small, but maybe I can. And then I'm going to twist this little end here into a point because this part is what's going to go get stuffed into the body. And then this part's going to be what gets like bent in like that. See, so it's going to turn this way into a bow. And then we're going to wrap this in brown yarn, and it's not too big. I don't think it's too big. We'll put it on this side too, so it'll be like on the outside. I don't think it's going to be too big. All right, so I'm gonna straighten that bone back out like that. We'll cut a little bit of this brown yarn, and we'll thread the end on a needle. We could do a hearts holding a rose. Okay, so we'll put this down like that, and then I'm just gonna start wrapping it up. We'll start wrapping up from this side, so we'll get pretty much everywhere. Wrapped up, get to the end here, and then we're going to go through that little hole at the end a few times. You don't need to get too crazy with it though. I just want to try to cover the fuzz as much as I can. But even if there's a little bit of fuzz sticking out, it's really not the end of the world. It can be a little tricky to do this, but once you get the hang of making little pipe cleaner weapons this way, it's a lot of fun. This is a technique that I figured out in high school, and I still use it today because I wanted to make weapons for my little goblins and stuff. So that was like, you know, forever ago. And then I'll go wrap it on down, rippity rippity boopity boopity goopity. There we go. And then we're gonna do the same to this side. And I think we've worked around that tail end enough so we can cut that end. Cool. All right. Actually, we don't need to wrap too much on the way up. We'll wrap it more on the way down. Yeah, so this actually does make a pretty quick little bow. So what do you think? Should we do heart cupids? Or should I do, I could do another one of these little cupids, but little, like, chubbier and cuter. Or we can do something completely different. You know what? Why don't we do a vote? We haven't been doing any votes. Let's get a vote going. Hold on, let me finish this up, and then we'll vote on what you'd like me to crochet next. Alright, work our way back down. Nice. Okay, try to cover it as much as I can. And then we're gonna take this part and work our needle into the stitches, which will kind of knot this yarn in place. And we won't have any actual tail ends to deal with. Like that. Boom. Okay. There we go, so look at that. Okay, so here's what we do now. We can bend this into a position of a bow. So we'll bend it into like a little bow, like that. And I always like to kind of bend that end part up like this too, to make it even more of a bow. Right? And then we'll just throw a string in between these two, and we'll have this little cute bow for our guy. A small cloud for him to sit on? That's a great idea. Hold on. We gotta put that boat going. That's a great idea. All right. Love it, dude. Love it. Okay, what we making next? Kissing hearts? Cloud? Actually, you know, we could put just stuffing. We can make stuffing into this cloud. What was the other ideas? Oh, another cupid. A heart cupid or cloud. Boom. Okay. Now this white yarn. I don't think we need a full strand of white yarn. I think we can just use like half of a strand. Look at that. Just split it up. And then these two ends we can throw into a knot like this. So we go into that top part and we will create a knot on this end. One. Oops. Yeah. Hold on, that knot wasn't really where I want it to be. Let's loosen that up again and try it again. Okay. I want it more at the top of it, like that. Alright, let's try it again. Nice. And then we'll do it one more time. Double knotted. That. Sweet. I'm just gonna cut this end too. Actually, you know what? We'll cut it at the end because it might mess it up if I cut it right now. right. What a wild song that was. See, I knew we were gonna figure out what we were gonna make today. I was like, we'll just ad-lib this one because we did such a big live stream series this last week making our king crab. By the way, shout out if you were here for the king crab live streams. If not, let me know if you want to see them because they do look really good. Our King Claudius that we made on last Friday and this Wednesday. All right, so now, you know what, I'm gonna pull this even tighter. Nice. And then I'll just cut these two ends. 1, 2. Look at that cute little bow. Right? Come on, that's so cute. And then we just throw this into the arm, like this. And now he's got this cute little bow. Hey, that looks like a cupid already, right? Maybe I should make the bow inwards like this more. And I could attach it like that. And then we could throw the little arrow in it. Should we do that? Yeah, we probably should do that, huh? Okay, so let's do a little arrow real quick while you guys are still voting. Here's my thought for the arrow. If I can use like a thread. So that's my goal here. If I can find my thread. I don't know where I put all my threads. They're in a basket or something. Huh. I don't know where I put that. Maybe we could just use red yarn and split it. Let's do it that way. Because I don't know where my anything is. What a mess. What a mess. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking we do. You just take some red yarn here. You don't need very much. We'll cut it. We'll split this red yarn so that we have a thinner yarn, because I would normally use thread for this, but I don't know where my thread is. Doesn't want to split from that end. We're going to do it from this end. Boom. Alright, so we're just splitting it in half. And honestly, this is probably too small. Or sorry, more than we need. But we'll find out. Alright. And then we need a smaller crochet hook and a pattern. So we'll find our pattern. I can't remember exactly how to make these little tiny hearts, but I do know that I have a pattern on the website, so, and it's free, so why not? Boom. All right, let's try this one out. So we do a magic loop. I would like to see the crab. Sure, one moment. All right, and then the little mini heart, by the way, it's just a magic. We're gonna make a magic loop here, and then into the magic loop, we're gonna do the following stitches. We'll do 1 single crochet. That. We're gonna do a half double crochet. Like, maybe. Yes. That. And then a double crochet. Whew. I'm struggling with the split yarn. There we go. Double. And then we're gonna chain 1 and slip stitch 1 into the magic loop. And then we'll chain 2 and do a double crochet. Trusting the process. Half double. And then single. And then we'll pull tight, chain 2, and then slip stitch to the first single crochet that we made right here. That. And then we can cut the yarn. Look, see, yeah, that was more of the yarn than we needed actually. Pull that out, and then we just need to hide this end in, and then we'll put a, I hope this isn't too big. It's pretty tiny. Yeah, actually, I think that will be a good size for it. And then we'll go ahead and I'm gonna hide this end, and we'll put it in a toothpick. I actually have a red toothpick that'll work perfect for this. Around the outside, into the same stitch to hide the end in. You know what? Actually, here's what we'll do. We'll go into that stitch here. Right. Poke and prod to make it a point again. Okay, so there's our little heart arrowhead. Right? You see what you're picking up what I'm putting down now? We got a little tiny heart arrowhead. Very small. It looks so bright in the camera. And then we grab one of these. Little wooden toothpicks. I got these red ones. We'll throw this side into a few stitches here, into the backs of some stitches, across the front, just so that the end gets poked right into the very end of it. Like that. And then I'm going to double knot this around that to make a heart-shaped arrow. Like this. We're just gonna make sure this is on the inside of the, like, facing our character. Okay, now for the feathers of the arrow, look at that. That looks pretty good. I would say that looks pretty good. Yeah. And then I think what we'll do for the end of the arrow here is we're just going to do some knots, and we'll just use our extra brown for that. So I'm just going to go around it like this and create some knots, and then we'll just fray the yarn. And I think it'll look like the feathers. Hopefully. Hopefully. Like this. Ah! There we go. One. Knot it really tight. And then we'll do another one. Maybe. Nice. Okay. I think this will work. And then we'll just cut these kind of like angled. And then just kind of fray the ends. I think this is maybe gonna work. Might be smart to do like one or two of those. Well, let's see here. And then how long do we want this to be? Probably the arrow, we just need it to be like that long. So push that up. Woo! Nice. And then I'm gonna cut this end here. Like that, to create a little notch at the end of our arrow. Uh-oh, my heart fell off. Okay, so that's going to create this little notch that'll go into our arrowhead, our bow. Fix this arrowhead. Cool. Cool, that looks pretty good. Alright, and then let's attach it to them. So I think the way we could do this... Actually, you know, it might be smart to undo that. Go into the bow like that, so that's got something to connect to. And then we'll take this end part here. We'll put it on the notch. Ah. Maybe. There we go. Nice, okay. And then we just need the arrowhead. Probably be smart if I like glued all this down. But hey, come on, dude. Let's make it really pulled out like that. Come on, that looks pretty good. Huh? Not too bad. I mean, not the best thing I've ever made, but for ad-libbing, for improvising it, this little guy ain't too shabby. I think the last thing he needs is he needs a little loop at the back of him. That way we can hang him. You know? In fact, maybe we'll make him hanging from like right here. Yeah, we'll do that. yeah, we're gonna do that. That's gonna be funny. I personally, Timothy, do not like gluing parts on. I think it feels like a... I don't know. It feels like a cheat to me. But I also understand that people do like to glue things on, so I don't want to naysay anybody, you know? I'm just saying, for me personally, it just doesn't feel right. Like, I'm already... I don't know. I'm crafting anyhow. You know what I mean? But, I don't know. Rest of the chat, what do you guys think about people gluing things on? Do we like it? Do we hate it? How do we feel about that? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do with this. We're going to pull this in and out through the back, like that. And like the hair, we're going to pull it just enough so that this knot that I made at the end gets pulled in. Actually, you know what? It kind of holds it in anyhow, which is fine, because then we can remove it if we need to. Just wish he wasn't like hanging so upside down. You know what? Let's go through the... I'm gonna do a little fancy footwork here, so that when we hang this, it hangs in the right position. We're gonna go out through that stitch. That way this end gets pulled up and straight up, and hopefully when we hold it then, twist these little a little bit, get our bow into position, and then let's see if I can't connect this to the roof, to my light box roof, using magnets. That's our goal. Okay. Where do we want it? We want them hanging right there, right? Okay. Okay, so it needs to be like right. Like that. That's so silly. Okay, this is fine. We love silly things. I live for the silly. Supercilious. I'm supercilious right now. Okay. Nice. Come on, dude. That's great. Dude, tell me, are you not entertained? Look at this guy. Ready? I'm just gonna let him go. Whee! That's so funny, dude. Look at him. He looks so funny. That's so funny. We're just gonna leave him there and move on. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so silly. I love it. All right, what are we making for our next project? And before I do that, I want to do a community submission, so we're going to do that too. So I'm going to turn this off real quick. 1 second. There we go. And I'm going to show you how to do a community submission because I like to do this. So 1 sec. All right, so I'm on my phone right now. We're gonna go into Club Crochet, and this is gonna be how to make, oopsies. Hold on, I had the link wrong. Oh, I'm on the wrong internet. Am I on the wrong internet? Yes, I am. Because I got new internet, and I forgot about that. Okay, but this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna post our crab from last week, or from this week, to the website. Okay. All right, we're connected to Wi-Fi now. Oops. Okay, so we're on clubcrochet.com. I'm gonna go ahead and log in. And I'll use my Louis Loop passwords. Cool. Oh, my password is bad, but that's okay. I'm just gonna live with that. I'm gonna go to the crab pattern, and then we're gonna submit the pattern. So you can do that. You can do this in 2 different ways. You can either scroll down a little bit, and the pattern palette here will be at the top, where you can submit a picture, or you can go all the way down to the very bottom, which is the way I'll do it. So we're gonna go to the bottom here, and I'm gonna hit submit your photo. And Louis Loops is my name. Project name, we named him King Claudius. Boom. I'm fine with us using the picture publicly, and we're gonna take a picture for this. Boom. Okay. It's not the best picture, but it'll work. Let's use it. It'll crop it automatically. We can upload it. Ba-ba-ba! We submitted it to the site. So now, next time, it'll be right here in the corner. It needs to get approved by admins. Talking to you, Cooper. But outside of that, that's all you really need. And by the way, speaking of our crab, look at how cute he is. Isn't that a cool one? We made this we finished this on Wednesday, but it was from, we started it last week. Yeah, isn't that cool? Okay. Let's get back to it. Approved! Look at that, already approved. Isn't that cool? All right, what are we making for our second one let's knock our cupid around here. What are we making for our second thing? We are making oh, it's a tie. It's a tie between a cloud and a little hearts kissing. Well, I'll tell you what, we're gonna make the cloud real easy here. This is how we're gonna do the cloud. Because we're gonna take this stuffing. We're gonna roll it up like that. Really, really tight. Really tight. The more I roll it, the more it gets dense. It's kind of like needle felting it. And look at this. That's a little cloud for our guy. And we can put him in his cloud. I'll attach it with a needle too. It shouldn't go anywhere. There we go. Now he's got his little cloud that he's attached to, and we can even let him go. Whee! That's so ridiculous. I love it. There we go. Now our Cupid has a little cloud. Huh? I mean, it's not the best, but it works, right? Okay. Next thing we want to do is make some hearts. Let's start with a pink heart. Okay. We're making kissing hearts. Now, where is my pattern here? By the way, again, if you haven't yet, like down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you don't miss these live streams. We're going to do another live stream next week. I do them every week. Yeah, go like them both if you can. And if we get over 100 likes, we'll do a giveaway next live stream. All right, let's pull up. I'm going to pull up my heart my these guys. What's it called? Simple heart pattern. Which I've seen a lot of people copying recently, which is a little frustrating. People saying, I made this pattern, and I'm like, I know you've been a fan of Club Crochet for a long time, so I know you've seen this because it's got like 8 million views on YouTube, but okay, you can say that you made it. It's not that complicated of a pattern, at least. All right, so we're gonna just go ahead and whip up one of these nice and quick. We're gonna make 2 of them, and we're gonna have them kissing. They're gonna be smooching, and we're gonna put little magnets in their faces so they can smooch each other. 2, 4, 6. If you want this pattern, by the way, it's on our YouTube channel. It's on the website, clubcrochet.com. It is totally free, and it's really easy to make, as you're about to see. Just pretty much single crochets. Does teach you a fun technique for connecting 2 ends that gets used quite often in other people's designs to make legs and stuff. So you can connect 2 halves together with this. So it's a really good pattern to learn crochet as well as just make something fun. All right. Already almost done with one of these halves. So you're gonna see, like, these are really, really fast to crochet too. There we go. And then we're gonna cut. We don't need that long of an end, like that. Pull that through. Oh shoot, wait, I actually did, never mind, I cut it too soon. Oopsie poopsie. Oopsie. Let's fix that. Alright, let's try this again. I forgot there's a whole round of single crochets between this round. So I gotta do one more round here. So we'll probably have to reconnect some yarn. Yeah, definitely. Oopsie. What do you think? I think red and pink makes the most sense for these 2, right? I don't know. I don't know. That donut looks fun. I just saw. Oh, what's this one? I can't even see what that is. Oh, it's an ornament. It's a Christmas ornament that someone crocheted. That's fun. Oh, that's adorable. Kaylin said that her son he loved the bath tonight. That's so cute. That's adorable. Okay. Yeah, I think they can, like, technically change one thing and call it their own, but honestly, it's a gray area. I have a lot of these patterns copywritten, at least my more complicated ones, like the Triceratops and stuff, are copywritten, so that even if someone does change just like one thing in it, I can go and say, hey, this is copywritten. It's actually trademarked, so you can't copy it. But I only, because it's expensive to do that, so I only do it with the ones that are like really vital to the business. But it's really hard. Like it's hard to, you know, because new crocheters, they don't really understand that, like, you can't, like, there's such a thing as plagiarism. But, you know, there's only so much you can do. I mean, to be completely honest too, like, the real culprits of stealing my stuff, and everybody, like, when you talk to a professional crocheter or like just a designer in general, hands down, their biggest problem is gonna be Amazon or just like China in general, because the thing is, China steals my stuff all the time, and they just go and they reprint it, or they turn it into a book, or they'll turn it into a crochet kit and they'll print it out. They won't tell me obviously any of this. They'll use pictures, my own pictures, and sell crochet kits with it. And it happens all the time. Like if you go on Amazon right now, you search crochet triceratops kit or something, I guarantee you'll find stuff made with my pattern. And you'll know it's my pattern because it's like my little triceratops, you know? That is the biggest problem because those ones I can't take down. I can ask Amazon to take it down, but even Amazon's like, well, we're making money off of them, so, you know what I mean? So it can be like really frustrating. The plagiarism problem with crochet is like, it's a problem for sure. And now with AI too, like there's a whole nother level of fake patterns and issues. So it's just a mess. Okay. So I got these two halves made now. So we're gonna just connect these together. To this next stitch. All right. Two. Should we put arms on this little guy? I don't know. I kind of think we shouldn't put arms, and that way we can make these into little keychains. That's cute. We'll make these keychains, and they'll be like best friend keychains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Leaving 1, 2, 3. Go back to heart B, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, work another stitch. Okay, so I'm just gonna work into the first one there. And then I'm gonna take this end, right there, and I'm gonna seam these together. Using this tail end. Is it expensive if you copyright your patterns? Yes, it is. It's not free. It's around like, it can be around like, it depends how strongly you're copywriting it. But it can be up to like $200 to $300 per pattern to get it copywritten. And even with a copyright, you can only do so much with it. You also need like a trademark to enforce the copyright. Which luckily at Club Crochet we got that, so it does make it a little easier. But that's why I don't really do it for too many of my designs. All right, so we're gonna do that, pull that tight, and now it's all seamed together. So you can see how it's like sewn together there. And then with this end, what is going on here? Oh, I see, got it. We're gonna crochet around this now. That way we can keep everything locked into place. All right, and we have this heart half basically finished. So 1, 2. Little stick arms would be cute. You can, oh, that's kind of cute. Yeah, all right, let's see. Let me see here. So if we want to add little arms, we would want them, I don't think we need legs. But I think we could do arms. Oh, no. That's fine, actually, Timothy. I don't mind that at all. Wait 1 second. It's just the patterns. People selling the patterns, that's the problem. So it would be this round, right? 1, 2. Wait, hold on. So 3, so 1. So this is my connection point, and then got it. There's our decrease. Ah, so this is our connection point. So it would make sense to do this where each of our decreases is, which would be like right here. Right over here would be a good spot for them. But you know what? Maybe we just make them and then we attach the arms in. That way we can like kind of put them where we want them to be too. It'll be a lot easier than trying to figure it out while we're crocheting. So let's do that. Because I also don't really want to go back and try to figure that out and then inevitably be wrong on where I want to put them. So we're going to sew the arms on after the fact. Which I think is fine. I think it's fine. Yeah. We'll give it little hands. Little arms, at least. All right. I think this is our last stitch there. I believe. Yeah. Correct? Let me see. 1, 2. This side, 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. All right. 10. Okay, so now we're on to, I'm on round 5, which is where I can start decreasing it down. 3. Really? Wait, hold on. I think I'm actually off the wrong round here. Okay, wait. Yeah, no, wait, should be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be there though, and then that would be the decrease. And then oh, sorry, I did 5, it's supposed to only be 3. That's why. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Okay. Yeah, so, Timothy, yeah, you're welcome to sew whatever you make with Club Crochet patterns. Yeah, no worries. It'd be nice to give me credit by just, like, telling people if anybody asks, but, like, yeah, you don't need to ask permission to sell any patterns, or, sorry, you don't need permission to sell any finished projects made with a Club Crochet pattern. That's not the thing I have a problem with. It's people like plagiarizing the patterns themselves and then saying that they created it and then selling it online. That's the problem. 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. Look at that. It's coming together, right? We're going to sew those arms on right here and here after I'm done making the face and everything. I haven't even made them yet. And we're going to do one more round here before we add our face. Yeah, I think it's a little bit silly to not let people sell what they make with your patterns. I mean, I guess if you're selling them, I get it. But even then, even so, it's like, you know, you can only realistically make so many of the same item to sell. But I don't know. 2. Okay, now let's add our face. So we're gonna do we want to do kissy faces, right? Do we want their eyes closed then if they're gonna be kissing, or do we want them open-eyed? You know? What do you think? How do you think we should customize this? Let me know, chat. And while you're coming up with that, let me go ahead and make the other... I'll make our arms. Oh, wait, you know what? Hold on, we need black yarn for this. Right here. Let's see. Well, I know I'm going to want to do a kissing face, you know? So we can agree on that right off the bat. I just don't know about the eyes. That's where I need feedback. Oh, ohayo gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. Hajimemashite. Watashi wa Louis desu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Look at me. Look at me speaking Japanese a little bit. One there, one there. I actually think I need to do one more. So I'll do that. Even though this is technically our last round. Actually, 1, 2. You know what? Maybe I can make it work. Let's see. This would be where the mouth starts. Okay, so it'd be like kissy kissy. One right there. No, wait, sorry. Right here. And out here. Actually, you know what? No, we'll just go into there. That. We'll leave it long. And then we'll... maybe up here. That. Like that? Oh, closing eyes like that? I like that. That's a fun idea. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do closed eyes. It actually might be a little easier even to do. It'd be easier to do open eyes, but that's not a big deal. Okay, go around this one. That. And this part's gonna get pulled into there. And hopefully I can give it a little bit more space. I might need to actually do this again, because it doesn't look like it's gonna round out enough. Like, I don't think I have enough space there. You know, yeah, I'm gonna just undo this right now. Ah! Oh no! Oh, bollocks. Alright, we're gonna cut this out. Cut it out! I made a miss. I made a miss of a yarn, I did. I think. Ooh. You can't even get this yarn out of here. There we go. There we go. I just got the weirdest craving for tri-tip. I don't know why. I have no idea, but right now I'm like, I could really go for some tri-tip. I'm like, I don't even know the last time I ate tri-tip. Isn't that weird? It's very strange. Feels very strange. All right, let's do this again. Have I ever had tri-tip? Yes, I have. I don't know if that's what you're asking, but I've definitely had tri-tip before. Okay, so one eye is going to go here to be closed. One, two, three. No, because the end's going to be like right there. Maybe, you know what? Because we're going to sew on the mouth, let's go ahead and just do this last round now. I think it will help us for adding the face. What you think? I think so. I think so. What is tri-tip? Tri-tip? It's like a type of like meat. It's like a tri-tip steak. Not a steak. It's like a meat. It's like a steak kind of thing, and then you put it in sandwiches. I don't eat red meat though, so it's been forever since I've had tri-tip. I don't know why. I just got the sudden like urge to have tri-tip. It's very strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I try not to eat red meat in general, so it's like, why? Why would I get that urge? So strange. Whoop. Ooh, what type of yarn did I use for Claudius's hair? That's a great question. And the answer is, I don't know. I'll find it to show you. Where is it? So there's no label on it, and I actually don't know where I put the whole ball of yarn. I don't know where it is, but it looks like this. I honestly have no idea. I have no idea. I think I got this at Joann Fabrics before they closed down. I have no clue what this yarn is though. It's weird because it's like half fuzzy, right? And then the bottom half is like not fuzzy. It's really, really soft. Feels like chinchilla fur. Crazy. All right, let's now let's try this again. 1, 2, and then 3 to go here, and yeah, okay. I think this is gonna be a lot easier now. Hopefully, 1, 2, and then 3 like that. We try not to tighten that too tight so that it can be a little mouth. Okay. On that side. Nice. And on this side. Yeah, see? A little kiss. Nice. And then we just do eyes over here and over here. And I actually think I'm just going to keep using this yarn for that too. So that way I don't need to even cut the yarn. Let's see. Because, I mean, that totally like worked as far as like shaping goes. I think that's pretty good for a kiss. And then for the eyes, actually maybe we'll do it like that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we're going to do like basically like a mini smile upside down. Right there. Up. That. And in. Maybe this eye is a little too big, but whatever. We'll do the same thing on this side. So it was actually kind of low, like right here. Boom. Nice. I think that looks pretty good, right? And this one's just going to do the same thing. We'll go a little higher for it, like this. Wait. So if we want it to go like that, go into here, and then out of here. Around that. Oh, you know what? That's a little high up. We'll go a little lower. Ah, can't get that stitch out. There we go. Oh my gosh, dude, that's so cool, Patricia. I was just thinking about that leprechaun yesterday, actually. And me and Coop were meeting about something, and I was like, we should do the leprechaun. We should. I forget to post about it. I've been not good at social media just because I'm like, I don't like social media. But because of that, I haven't posted on the internet at all. Okay, look at that. That's a pretty cute little smile, right? Little kissy face. Does that look like a kissy face to you? We'll put arms here, arm here. Well, obviously we've got to stuff it and everything, but not bad for a first one, I think. How do you guys feel? Dude, thank you. You rock, Patricia. Yeah, I have to say, that's another thing I'm really bad at. I'm really bad at asking people for reviews. I'm so bad at that. Okay. I think it looks really good. Okay, so I'm gonna stuff it a little bit in the top parts, and then we'll add Oh, here's that fuzzy yarn. Again, I don't have a label for it, but I just found it. Social media does sucks. I agree. Okay. I'm just gonna use the back of this to stuff this. Whew. Tell you what, my energy is getting lower faster. So I gotta finish up our second heart before I pass out. No, I just didn't eat enough food or have enough coffee. Oops! Classic Louis mistake, man. I even tried to prepare myself today. I got up early and everything. It's pretty good. Stuff this into the other side. Arms are coming. I am still adding the arms. I just need to start by stuffing it up, and then we can sew the arms on after it's already stuffed and sewn closed. You're probably like, how? I'll show you. Don't you worry, Dad. I'm going to show you for sure. Okay, let's get those magnets in this, though. So, next thing we need is we need a little magnet in the mouth area. So, I think we should probably do a triple magnet so they really connect together. Maybe we can get away with a double magnet. That, maybe. Come up here. There we go. It'd be nice if I had more magnets. Where are me magnets? Oh no, we're running out of magnets. How is that possible? Oh, there they are. I knew I had them somewhere. Super strong. Okay. Boom. We're going to keep 2 magnets on there just so it keeps that in place for when we add our nether heart and we have to add the other magnet, so that way it's like the polarity we can keep the same. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Right. There's our heart. I don't know, does it need an arm? Does it need arms? I mean, we could do arms. Like little stick arms, kind of, basically. Well, let's go ahead and make another one of these first. And then we'll add the arms afterwards, because that might help with, like, how... Because I don't know how long we're going to make the arms. You know? Keith. Mwah. All right. Red yarn. Do I have a ball that's already opened? In the other room I do. 1 second. Never mind. I was wrong. I do not have a red yarn in the other room, which means we open up a new ball of red yarn. Oh! Hey, look at the heart! Or look at the rose! That's cool. He doesn't need them, I agree. He doesn't need them. It would be nice, though. Okay. Heart. Numero dos. Fly, little Cupid. Fly! The Cupid's so funny, dude. Alright. Little secondary heart. Here we go. One moment. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. So this one, I think red makes a lot of sense. That way we have two different colors, right? And I think we can kind of like fly through this second part. Since we just made one. Ooh, who am I gonna give these to? I need to give one to... Oh, I have a... Let's see, do I give them... Do I give like... Well, do we put keychains on them? Maybe we could put keychains on them. I don't know. Huh. What do you guys think we should do? Should we do a keychain situation? Or should we just leave them open and that way we can just give it to two people and then they know that they can... I don't know. Because keychains can be cute. Because these would make very cute keychains, you know? But then the other part of me goes like, yeah, but it might be fun to just have them, you know? I wish I knew who I was giving these to. But I don't. I dunno. Wow, the lights are all flickering. Man, my whole light box situation is like dying. Music. Not the music, sorry. The microphone was acting funky and now the lights are weird, being weird. The magnet's screaming at me. Okay, let's fix those magnets. There we go. All right, heart half one done. One undone. Heart half two, coming at you. And give them to Jules? One to Jules, one to me? That's cute. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, we can do that. I like it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like that idea, actually. I think we will do that, Kaylin. I'll keep one myself and I'll give the other one to Jules. I think that's really cute. I think it's cute, so it's gonna happen. All right. We'll do one more single here. Second half, this second heart is going much quicker. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. Okay. Okay, and then I'll go here. And we're not gonna forget where the ends of our rounds are this time, because last time, like the first half we made, I totally forgot which ends. You know, like I forgot like which where the end was. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8, and 9. Thank you for all the hearts. I'm guessing, is that Tina? 1, 2, 3. Skip one right here. Yeah, I think we need to. What do you guys think about me starting to do more games again? I think I need to start playing more games on live streams too. I mean, obviously, like it's not going to take place of crochet live streams, obviously, but it's just something I've been thinking about more. More lava run, showing off maybe the new game a little bit more. We could play with the live stream. Oh my gosh, Kaylin, we could play the new game together during the streams. That'd be pretty fun. All right, this time I'm actually going to sew it together just because it was a little annoying to do it with the crochet hook. I think it'll be quicker without it. Someone told me to make a tabletop simulator version of the game that we're working on so that it's easier for us to test out too, and I think that's probably a pretty good idea. I have some big changes that I've been making this week to that game, by the way, Kaylin. So hopefully I'll get those out ASAP. I redesigned all the cards. I mean, I redesigned the something. I'm not supposed to talk too much about it. It's still technically a secret because it's coming out way later this year. And it's still in beta mode. Not even beta. What's before beta? I can't remember. I don't know. Yeah, because I want to open it up for more testers. Because, I mean, I love that you're helping test it out a bunch, but it's kind of hard to find people that are consistent testers like you know? Like, it looks to me like the rest of the chat in the Discord channel aren't really answering as much, which is okay. That happens. Alpha? Cool, then that's where we're at. We're at the alpha stage. I thought... Is it... Really? What is... So it goes alpha, beta... 14? That was really funny to me. That oh, how I make myself laugh. Oh my gosh, that was a stupid joke. 1, 2, 3. One, two. Oh, a mat. Yeah. Being on oh, maternity leave. Gotcha. Yeah. Of course that helps a lot. I mean, it would be, wouldn't it be great? You should have a way, I don't know how long your maternity leave is, Kaylin. But you should be off for a year, dude. 2, 3, 4. I just feel like we should take care of our, like, moms more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The government should help with it, though. I don't know. Are you Canadian, Kaylin? I think you are, right? You're in Canada? What is the healthcare situation like in Canada for new moms? Like for maternity leave and stuff? If you are in Canada. I'm not sure if you are. Because Jules and I are talking about that right now, and we're like, you know, what we got right now is not great. 1 year? What? Is that true? Do you actually get a year off? Or like a year of maternity? Dude, that's wild. I love that. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh, maybe we should move to Canada. have a kiddo up there. Dang, dude, that's like that's so cool. Stitch! Oh my gosh, how are you? How you doing, dude? Hope you're having a great day. Making anything fun today? We are making currently, dude, check this out, Stitch. This is what we've made today. First, we made this incredibly wonky but kind of adorable cupid. Really, really am proud of the bow. The character itself is fine. And we hung it on something so that it can like fly around during the live stream. It's so weird. It was a fun one to do though. It was a fun little experiment. And then now we're making 2 hearts. We're gonna turn them into keychains and they're gonna be kissing. So they're gonna have little magnets on them. Wow, dude. My gosh, that's so nice for maternity leave for a whole year. Like, cause here it's like 6 months, I think. I mean, it depends on that's the other shit, the crummy thing, is that here it's like, it depends on the company. It's like the government doesn't care about you. When it comes to, especially when it comes to having a baby. They're like, if it's in you, we care. If it's out of you, we don't care. It's ridiculous. But anyhow, not to get too political. It's just nice that your country really cares about moms. I think it's really great. And I think you should get as much time with your kiddo as you possibly can before you got to go back to work. All right, I think that's it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, so that's the last of our second heart crocheted. So now we want to add the second face to Smooch, and then arms, and then keychain. Hello, Chrissy. How you doing? I'm doing good. We are cruising. We're making some cute little hearts here. We're just showing off this crazy looking cupid that we crocheted in the start of the live stream. It's been a long one. Oh shoot, you know what? I'm sorry. We got to make the face first. Face first. All right. Yeah, I'm good. Jules is at her show tonight. She is in Romeo and Juliet, and it opens tonight. Very exciting for her. It's been a long time since she's been in a show that has finally released, so we're both very excited. I get to see it tomorrow. Wow, this music is actually crazy. I'm gonna change it. Let's go to Route 3. Okay. Wow. Wow. Nice. We're going to be careful with this part. Always fun to do some fancy embroidery. There we go. All right. Fix this a little bit. Right, that looks pretty good. And then we do this part. Okay, and there's the kiss. So there's a little smooch. Kissy kissy fresh. Let's kind of like try to tweak it a little bit more. Right? Looks like a little smooch. And then we'll do this one over. I think this one I'm gonna do more like really sharp close. You know, more like a V or like a W, like a sideways W almost. Maybe like that. And like this. And then we'll come over on the other side right here. Let's see. I think a V is perfect actually. I don't think a W is necessary. You know, and then we do this one right here. Does it look like a kiss? It's kind of looking pointy at the top here, which I'm not loving, but maybe I'm just getting like, I'm being nitpicky. You know? I'm being lip picky. Yeah, I think that's pretty good though. Yeah, we'll just go with it. One there. The same stitch, and then one over, we'll go right here. Nice. Pull that in. Ah. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Mwah. Nice. We will double knot these, and then we'll add the magnets, stuff it all the way up, sew it closed, and then see if we want to add arms, and then we'll add keychains as the last part. I don't know about the arms. I'm still kind of debating if the arms are necessary or not. I'm open to trying it, but we'll see. She is playing. She's actually playing the narrator, and she is the music for the show. So it's really exciting. She's the narrator, and they're using her music for the show. So she gets to be, she's like all of the music for the show. She's the band and everything. Jules, I mean. How much is it a month? That's it? $500 a month for daycare? That's crazy. That's nothing. Here in America, it's like it can be like $3,000 a month, and that's like not even like some places it could be $3,000. Like no, it can be $3,000 a month pretty much anywhere you're at. It's so expensive for childcare here. It's crazy. I mean, I'll be in a good, like honestly, Jules and I will be in a lucky situation for a bunch of reasons. One, I already work from home, so like yes, I'm gonna be on, whenever we do end up having kids, of course I'm gonna be on like maternity leave for a little bit. But I already work from home, and it's kind of hard for me to turn off work fully. So I'll probably need the community's help to like tell me to stop. But then the other thing is Jules also works from home. So both of us kind of work from home, and that'll be easier. And then the other thing that'll make things easier for us is my parents live pretty close. So they'll be able to help out a lot. And, you know, we're not like pregnant or anything like that, by the way. I'm just saying, when that time do come, which, you know, I'm 34. The time be coming. I ain't a kiddo anymore. But yeah. Anyhow, I'm jealous. I wanna Canada, man. I wanna live in a place that they care about. They care about us. Especially new parents, like, you know, like they're making the future. Why don't we care? Okay, that was pretty cute. Let's add our other mouth. Okay, so it's gonna be this way. Like that. And then, nice, they totally kiss. They smooch. I love it. All right, I think it needs to be higher up a little bit. Nice. Okay. Yeah, it's funny how you need You know that saying, you need a village. It's true, man. You need a village. You need a lot of help. It ain't easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be the first. Okay. 1, 2. 3 and 4. 5. 6. Okay. Pull that closed. Shoot. Okay, do we do the arms first and then the keychains, or the other way around? I don't know. Okay, here's the point. He kind of looks hurt a little bit. Whatever, though. It's like, ouch! This kiss is killing me. And then let's kiss him. Ready? Ready? Here we go, ready? Keys. Mwah. And they stuck together, they're kissing. Okay. Sorry. Keys. Now keys. Okay. Alright. Let's add, let's see how those arms look for, let's start with the pink ones. So we're just gonna do noodle arms. So I'm just gonna create a slip knot, if anybody else wants to do this for their hearts. And we're gonna chain as many as we want. 4, 5, 6, 7 maybe? Like that long. It's gonna get pulled in a decent amount too. Yeah, that's good. Let's go with 7. They were macking so hard. Okay, now we're gonna skip the first stitch and then we'll slip stitch each down. This still might be a little long for the arm, but we'll see. All right, so there's one. Chain. All right, let's see how this looks. You know, like that. So you've got the little arm, and then they can hug each other. And then when this one's connected, they'll have 2 hearts. That's cute. I think that's cute. We'll keep the arms. And then for location for the arm, I think right there is pretty good. And then right like here for the second one. It's giving a little bit of ovaries. You were thinking black for the arms? Interesting. Why? We can try it. Four, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll make one. We'll see what we think. Ah! But that's the sound of me splitting my yarn. If you ever hear me go, ah, it means I went to the wrong place with my crochet hook. Five. And 6. Boom. All right. Okay. Black arm. Like that. Yeah, okay. I guess I kind of see what you're talking about. I guess I can see it. I don't know. I feel like pink might be better. What do you guys think? Looks like Cooper and Kaylin are our main chatters today. Y'all's feedback is the main feedback. But so like that? That doesn't look weird. If you agree it doesn't look weird, then I'll stick with it. I'll make another one right now. Just to prove my worth. I think that I don't know, man. I kind of like, I feel like the main color might be, Kaylin likes the pink. Stitch thinks it kind of fits. Here, we'll do a vote. We'll do a quick vote. See, here's the thing I'm actually am worried about. I think it'll look like a tangled mess. This is what pink would look like. There's the black one. My problem that I'm foreseeing is that it just kind of looks weird. Like, I feel like you're like, well, okay, what is this now? Especially, yeah. I mean, I don't know. But then the other part of me thinks that if there's two of these, you know, and they're hugging each other like this, and this arm goes there, and then this guy's also got black arm, and it goes like that, then it even looks even weirder to me. It's like, okay, what am I even looking at right now? A tangled mess of critters. I don't know. Let's do a vote. Let's just do a vote. Oops, there we go. Arm color. Okay, so heart color or black for the arm color. Let me know what you think. Which one of those sounds best to you? While you're thinking it through, I'll make another pink arm. Save us some time just in case you decide to do the heart color. Four, 6, 7. Four. And 6. 1. Okay, there's our secondary arm in pink. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Oh, it's a close vote. 9 votes. Close though. Okay, I'll let it go a little longer. And then let me get the keychains prepped too. So we got 1 and 2. And I'll just go ahead, maybe I'll just go ahead and add the keychain now. Yeah, let's do it now. By the way, this is how much red we had left after that crab. Almost a perfect amount of yarn. Isn't that awesome? I love when that happens. All right. Easy squeezy adding a keychain though. I actually haven't officially made a keychain in a long time either. Wait, that goes like, it's fine. Nice. Nice. Yeah, wee bit of yarn chicken. I will say I did test it out beforehand. when I was making the main crabs. So I knew I was going to have enough, but it is still scary. Even if you know for sure that you have enough yarn, it's still like terrifying to be that close to running out of yarn. All right, let's see what we got for our vote. I like this keychain though. I think it's a good addition. There we go. Right? Got a little heart on the keychain. I'll still kiss. Oh, do not leave me, darling. I love you. Please, never leave. Oh no, my love. My gosh, I don't know what that is on screen right now. Like, what is that? Can anybody tell what that is? I can't tell. It says it. Oh, it's gone now. Okay. Whoa, Square Kitty's making Dragonair right now? That's awesome. Dude, that's awesome. Okay, we've chosen the main color of the body for the arms. We have decided not to do black. By vote, the choice has been made. So we're gonna go like that. That way it has like a bit of an angle in. And we'll go 1, 2 like this. Yeah, one right here. Nice. Cool, I split the yarn, whatever. Nice. Look at that, it kind of went in the perfect spot too. Hey, bruh, you made it to the end. Yeah, it's been a longer one than I kind of thought we were going to, but I will say the first, how long was the technical difficulties in the beginning? Like half an hour at least. The microphone was like basically totally busted. So I don't know why. Maybe I need to update my computer or something, or I don't know. I'm gonna test this out after like this week, over this weekend, and maybe get some new chords and stuff like that to make sure everything's working right. Very frustrating. But we made it through. And hopefully this will still have like a bit of a hug shape. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty good. Yeah, at least 30 minutes. It was super annoying. It was super annoying. I hope we didn't lose too many people doing that. But, you know, it happens. What you gonna do? Is it one on the lower? Just go like that now? Or is that too close to the body? That's good. We'll do there. Nice. Okay. 1, 2. And 2. All right, those are the arms for our pink heart sewn on. I think I look pretty cute, right? Yeah, I like it. Part of me feels like now he needs legs, but I don't think that's true actually. And then when they're kissing, they can hold each other. There you go. Never leave me. No, please. I love you. My deal. Oh, their names should be Romeo and Juliet. I love it. Yeah. No vote necessary, Stitch. I think that's a great name, especially because Jules is in Romeo and Juliet right now. I think it's great. Perfect timing. Okay, keychain for pink. And then we'll move on to make the arms for the red. Never let me go. Oh yeah, check this out, dude. Bruh, check this out. This is our Cupid that we made earlier. He's looking nice and weird. He's a little freak. Which makes sense. You know Cupid was a freak, right? Like, I think we can all agree that little dude, he likes love a lot. Like, dude needs to kind of chill. Kind of chill. I don't know. I just feel like Cupid maybe would get canceled today. Anybody else feel that way? Like he's spying on people and like he's straight up like essentially like drugging people to love each other. Pretty creepy stuff, dude. I don't know. Okay, keychain number 2 is on. All right, last thing today. And hey, again, everybody, thank you so much for joining. We're going to go through everything at the end, of course, again. But we only have one more real section, which is going to be to add the arms for the other little heart. So we'll go ahead and we'll just place this one off to the side for right now. And we'll finish off this one. Just a little bit more crocheting to go. Jules is going to love these. And these should be pretty quick. Hey, again, if you like this video, even if you're watching it after the live stream has already gone through and you like it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even if you watched it after the live stream has already gone through and give this video a like, if this video gets 100 likes before our next live stream, we're going to do a giveaway. Check out more of our patterns at clubcrochet.com, especially the ones at clubcrochet.com/valentines. I'm going to keep the rose pattern for free until the end of this weekend, so probably till like Monday. So if you want to crochet a rose for a significant other or a friend or someone in your life, go make it. I think that would be great. I said in the beginning, there's a statistic I read yesterday that only 12% of men will get flowers in their lifetime. Isn't that sad? So sad. And I think I've only gotten flowers like maybe once or twice in my life. 3, 4, 5, 6. And I like flowers, so I think that's kind of a bummer that it's become such like a, I don't know, like a weird thing that men don't get flowers, because flowers are great. So I think that we should skew that statistic a little bit and everybody should crochet their significant other a flower for Valentine's Day. That's what I think. But what do I know? Nothing. All right, let's get these guys sewn on. Oh, interesting. Found a tutorial by someone that's using my stitch and teaching it how to do it. Interesting. I'll look that up after this. All right, we're going to put this here and this. No, wait. Was it there and there? No, it's here and here. So one right there, one right there. 1, and 2 for that double knot. Okay. There's one arm. Beautiful. Last one. There we go. Oh, I've never heard of Cat's Tail. Wow, they make some cool Pokemon too. Okay. Right here? No, down one. Right here. Yeah. All right, last part here. This is going to be pretty quick. Thank you guys so much again for joining. We're going to be live again next... actually, wait, will I be live next Friday? No, I don't think I will actually be live next Friday. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Why not? Because I'm going to a friend's going away and birthday party that they just had to schedule during our live streams. How lame is that? Maybe I can do like a quick live stream next week. I don't know. So I'll try to find a time next week to do a live stream. It might be Friday. It might just be a little one where we make some like a mini or something. But if I don't, sorry about that. I'll be live the Friday after though. Thank you guys so much for being here. I super appreciate it. Again, give this video a like and subscribe. And take a look at all the things that we made today. Let's see how these two look. Okay, so here's kissy guy number 1, kissy girl number 2, and they go like these. And they kiss, and oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, alright, get a room. Look at that, and they magnetically attach, and they're adorable. Oh my gosh, Jules is actually gonna love that. That's really funny. I like it. Great idea on the arms, everybody, and good votes in general. Blue and red? That would have been... Why blue and red? Why blue? Because boy and girl? Oh, I see. Alright, and then here is our creepy little cupid that made this happen. Thank you guys so much again for joining. Loved this weird stream. Make sure to submit your patterns as a community submission on the website. I showed you how to do that a little earlier. So sorry about the beginning of today's live stream. Technical difficulties gonna technical. So I'm gonna try to make sure that doesn't happen again for the next one. So I'm sorry about that. Thank you guys again for being here. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Happy Valentine's Day. Tell your loved ones we say hi here at Club Crochet. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Pasta la pizza, happy hooking, and oh my gosh, stop. Oh my gosh, stop. You hang up first. You're making me blush. No. Oh my gosh, I'm blushing. No, you hang up first. Oh my gosh, stop. No, stop. You hang up first. No, you hang up first. Oh my gosh, you're so bad. Okay, bye.